worst possible way you could ever imagine dying?
What's the worst possible way I could ever imagine dying?
Imagine dying?
The worst possible way I could ever imagine dying.
Oh, man.
The worst possible way I could ever imagine dying.
Oh, geez. Well, I've thought about this a lot, so...
Huh. Well, I guess that is a question that's plagued philosophers and regular humans for eternity.
The worst possible way that I can imagine dying is having to jump out of a building that's on fire after being hit by a plane.
Like smashed up in one of those like big vats, you know, where they mix things like in factories.
You have to either decide to burn to death or plummet however many feet to your death. And then you might hit the ground and you might not die from that fall. And then, you know, it's kind of messed up. Or
probably a car wreck, because it's going to be bad, especially now. Like getting hit by a semi or something.
Being torn apart by a locomotive.
Getting shot. Like, I can't even imagine someone pointing a gun at me and wanting me to die.
Or you could be down in a submarine, and then the submarine, like, the air and stuff goes out, and then you're stuck like some odd leagues under the sea.
Big giant piece of gum landing on me. Because I'm diabetic, it'd be horrible.
In some sort of like toxic containment area where I got some on me and it was just kind of eating my flesh alive.
To have all my limbs cut off and I wouldn't be able to move. If somebody left me in the middle of the street and just destroyed all of my limbs and I could not get any help from anybody, that would be the worst way that I could think of dying.
Let me see, what else?
Besides burning and drowning and getting in a car crash with all my kids in it, I think that would be the worst thing, is getting my feet and my hands cut off.
In the fires of hell, brimstone, you know, your flesh kind of crackling off, your eyeballs singeing. I'd say a slow death in fire would probably be a pretty bad way to go.
I think maybe also the way the guy died in Reservoir Dogs, the cop, he got like his ear chopped off, like slowly getting tortured.
Let's see, probably falling from a large height, like sliding along the edge of a cliff, falling on, like getting hit all the way down, and then into the ocean, then being eaten alive by very large animals such as a shark or a kraken of some kind.
Or you can get shanked to death by like a fork, something like that. That'd be awful too.
First thing that would have to happen to me was they'd have to stick me on a conveyor belt with thousands of tiny shards of glass. And after I would roll through that, they would have to stick me into some sort of gigantic air chute where streams of hot air would wash over my body, slowly peeling the skin off of me. Then after that, I would have to be dipped repeatedly in a large vat of acid. Yeah, definitely repeatedly. Yeah, it's not going to stick the first time. Then after that, thousands of hungry wolves would have to attack me after I was slathered in bacon and all sorts of wonderful, greasy things and stuff like that. Yeah, that might be the worst way, definitely.